Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We are here today and we're going to talk about the rooftop tent that we are mounted on top of our Squaredrop. Stay tuned. So before we begin talking about this, I want to thank every one of you guys that have subscribed to the channel. We just passed 1,000 subscribers, and truly from the deepest part of our hearts, we do appreciate everything you guys do for us by coming back, watching our videos, supporting us by liking them, sharing them, everything. So I do appreciate everything you guys are doing. If you have not signed up to be a Patreon yet, I do recommend that. It's as low as $3 a month. We are working towards getting more content put up there every single day, as well as some GPS coordinates for our different adventures that we go to. It's definitely been a challenge working on this adventure with the YouTube channel and everything else. I've learned a lot as far as the different algorithms and everything that you have to do to kind of make yourself successful on YouTube. I know 1,000 subscribers ain't really that much, but that's our first milestone that we were achieving for. So we just crossed that. We do appreciate that. Thank you. We are working towards some more goals for us in 2022. So make sure you guys subscribe, like, share this video. Just one more thing I want to add to that. You know I've had a lot of different projects on here, from drift cars on the 240 all the way to like some of the other imports and some of the other cars we've worked on, and some of the cheaper overlanding rigs that we tried to build out and work on. This one here we're sticking with just because this is going to work great for our family for when we start traveling and getting out there next year. We do have a trip that we're planning for South Dakota next year that we just want to go out in about the beginning part of June. Get out of the state, just kind of go explore a little bit. We've never really overland out there. We did go out there for Sturgis and a couple other things, but we want to kind of hit that place up. And if you guys have not subscribed, can't say that enough. Make sure you guys subscribe right now, and let's get started. So today we're going to talk about the rooftop. We had to get this mounted up because we are planning a trip in Florida here in a few weeks to head down there and spend some time with some family, and we're going to overland that while we're down there. And this is going to give some space for the kids to kind of sleep on. Me and my wife are going to be sleeping in the Squaredrop, and then the kids are going to be sleeping up on top here. And then we'll have some other, we have the base tent and stuff we're probably going to take, and we're going to try out a couple different things and see what really works best for us. This is the first family trip we've been out in this. Xander and I actually were out here, out in this, out in SEMA, so we actually did go out there. We still have a whole bunch of content we still need to release out to there. We are in the process of uploading that to the Patreon account, so make sure you guys subscribe right down below. What else can we talk about this? So the rails are actually a 2-piece rail set. I have 4 of them up there, so I ordered 2 kits. And let's talk a little bit about those. So those are actually built for the rain gutters on vans, and we actually found that they are heavy duty. They hold like up to 600 pounds. So it's gonna be great for what we're using it for, and because we've doubled it up, we're gonna kind of spread the weight across the top there. But basically all it is we got the side channels here that go down, plus the adjustable slides that actually go back and forth, so you can adjust it to whatever length. It's kind of a universal kit for whatever. But these are mainly used for construction vans. They put them up there. You can put ladders, all sorts of different things up there, heavy equipment that you need to. And I think this is going to work out great for this. As you can see here, we've already started mocking it up, and we got the rooftop tent up there, and oops, it don't fit. So we got these massive tabs up here, so we got to kind of figure out what we're going to do. So we got 3 different options that we can do. We got A, just cut the tops off, level it down there. B, we can basically take the rails, separate them, and then put a T-slot bar that we have here that we were thinking about trying to use, so we can basically build our own homemade spacer to lift the rooftop tent up and kind of give it the distance it needs for the tab. Or C, try to flip the panels out on the outside. So yeah, those are 3 options. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do, so let's ponder about that. As you can see, we are kind of stuck with the rooftop tent where it doesn't want to go down. So now we are going to figure out what we need to do to make this work and actually fit down onto the rails so that we can bolt it down and support it. So we came up with the option. We're going to cut the tops of the tabs off. So we were thinking about C, where you just flip the whole whole rail around. But we have the awning on the passenger side here that needs to go back on, and because of that, it ain't gonna work. So that option is completely off the table. We can't use that. So we're back to A and B, cutting the tops or raising it. As much as we would like to raise it, I don't think that's going to be safe enough for us. Yes, we got the T-slot and the rail that we've pulled off. We were playing around with it a little bit. That's not going to work for us. My biggest priority is safety. I don't want this thing come flying off and hitting somebody or hinder somebody, even possibly killing somebody. So this is a very heavy piece of equipment on top of here. So we're going to do the safer thing. We're going to chop the top. So as you can see, we've already done that. So super easy, right? Yeah. So basically, let me walk you around a little bit and we'll show you what it looks like. So all we did was right here, we cut the tab, and this piece here was on top, and that's what was causing the problem where it didn't want to sit down in there, right? Because we didn't have enough clearance. So we cut that off on all four of this side and all four on this side. Now, what we did was, because most of the weight's gonna be on this side here, when we fold this out, we kind of offset this a little bit so that these tabs and these rails kind of sit on the rooftop tent a little bit here, and we still got some adjustment and tweaking we got to do to get it just centered up where we want it. But we basically got all of the channel on all 4 feet here. We got this all spaced out. We still have to bolt these in. So what we're going to be using is a black Allen type stainless steel lag bolt that basically bolts right into here. It's going to go through the metal, connect to the wood on the back side. I have had some thoughts about actually bolting it to the back. We have access to this area and this area here, but we don't have access to this. This was kind of an afterthought for us to put this rack up here. So, and then also we had to pull this down a little bit, pull this back down and away so that we can fit these behind here. But I think it's going to work out perfect. You know, we got it up there. This here is going to be the side that is not open. It's going to fold out to the other side there, and it's going to leave this area open where we have the awning and everything, where we can bring it out, have some seating. We got the TV that's going to hook up there. Got the kitchen galley area, which we are not done yet. We still have a lot of work to do before we hit the road down to Florida. So I'm going to be working on that. We do have a diesel heater that we are going to be mounting in here, because the portable buddy heater that we had is just not going to cut it, you know, with a small area. Excuse the mess. We are in the process of renovating a little bit. We did open it up a little bit. Basically we cut from the bottom down, give us a little more leg room. Didn't see that feasible for us working, for trying to move around. If one person is fine, but you get 2 people in there, it gets a little crowded. So we're kind of opening it up a little bit, make some modifications before we head up there. But the little buddy heater did not work for us. We are taking that out, and we are going to put a diesel heater in here. We got that kit that just came in today, and we're going to figure out where we're going to mount it. I'm pretty sure we're going to mount it somewhere back over here along the side. Vent the exhaust down the back, and probably mount it back over here somewhere. Vent it down the back, vent the exhaust out the side. The intake's going to go there, seal it all up, and then of course we're going to have the ducting that goes to the front to go over there, and tie to some vents on the front to help heat this cab area to make it a little bit more efficient. We still do have the carbon monoxide sensor in there just in case. And yeah, so I hope you guys like this video. I threw a lot at you guys, I know. We didn't really show anybody how to do this. You know, I don't think that's kind of what we're going for. We're kind of going for more ideas, what people can use and do different things with. I think we do more reviews than anything, and people ask us all the time on what to do with some of this overlanding stuff. So I think that's the main thing that we've been finding our niche for, is using it for that. So I hope you guys like this video. Make sure if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. Make sure you guys like this video. Comment down below. I want to hear about this rack, what you guys think of it. The build. I know it's not the best, and I know it's not professional, but we are working towards trying to do more of these and actually take it off road. We're not like a big company. We don't have a lot of sponsorships for this. The only sponsorship we really have that's significant would be the Hobbs Off-Road, and all they did was send us a rack, which was a prototype for the Bronco Sport that we've been working with them on measurements and getting everything dialed in properly so that they can get that manufactured and sent out to all the Bronco Sport owners. We don't have all the stuff that we have, all the stuff we fund with and do this with is our own money. We fund all this. So, if you guys want to help out with that kind of stuff, we have links down below on our LinkTree. Make sure you guys check those out. We have different ways that you guys can help us out by fueling the adventures, and that's what we're going to call it. Fuel the adventures for JK Broncos, and we hope you guys enjoy this. So we'll see you guys on the next adventure. See you guys out there. Peace.